Welcome back to my channel. It's another amazing Sunday motivation video. If you're watching this on Sunday, then it is. If you're not, then it's a motivation video for whatever day of the week you might be watching it. Thank you so much for coming back and checking out my channel and my videos. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a video. Click that notification bell and you'll be reminded every time I do a video. Try to put them out every Sunday. So for those of you who have been here since the beginning, I'd like to say thank you for your support. Thank you for checking out the videos. And all I ask is that if you get anything from the videos or when you're watching them, you think of someone, I just ask that you like, share, comment, and just spread the word, spread the inspiration, spread the motivation, and yeah, that's it. I was thinking for a while what I was going to do with this video, and I decided that I was going to talk a little bit about growth because we all know about it. We all are actively in some way, shape, or form growing in different areas of our lives, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, whatever. We're growing in some area, some more than others, some at a quicker pace, some at a slower pace, but we're all doing it. And I thought I would really stress the fact that if you're growing and you're taking in all this knowledge, the videos you watch, the books you read, the seminars you go to, or just the advice you get from people you look up to or admire or whatever, I think one of the keys and the big difference between the people that actually do the things they want to do and achieve the things they want to achieve and the people that don't is the application part of growth and the advice and all the great things that you're hearing and seeing. So, classic example. Back in the day, my mom, she gave me this Bible verse. It's Psalms 23. A lot of people know it, and she told me I should read it every day. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. At first, no, I didn't really read it. But over the years, this was like back in high school, so this was many moons ago, I started reading it, and I got to the point where I actually memorized it. I knew it off by heart, and I didn't need to actually open the Bible in order to read it. But the reason why I didn't feel like I really related to it or understood it is because I never really actively read it. I read through it just to say, yeah, I read it, but I didn't actively read it in the sense of applying it or trying to understand what the actual words on the page meant and how I could apply them to my life to see the changes I wanted. And I think so often we do that. We hear about this great book and that great movie and that great documentary and this great seminar that we should go to, and we all hop on the bandwagon and we're reading this book and that book and doing all these things, but then we never apply any of the things that we read about, or we apply it for a minute and we feel like it's not working, so we just move on to the next thing. We don't give it enough time. We don't apply it long enough for it to actually make a difference in our lives. And then we're just constantly jumping from one thing to the next. This idea, that idea, this advice, this tip, that tip. So one of the particular things in this Bible verse, Psalms 23, that I always remember reading and just kind of like skimming through it, whatever, is the part where it says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." That part specifically, I used to just breeze through it. But as I got older, I realized it really touches on a lot of things, and it really shows me that, hey, you know what? Every single, I guess, trial or obstacle that I face, or especially those times when you feel like you are just like in this place of constant disappointment, constant frustration. You feel like no matter what you do, there's just always something. I go back to that verse and I remember that it says, "Yea, though I walk." So it's not saying yea though I lay, or yea though I sleep, or yea though I lay here forever, or yea though I live here, the end. It tells me that I'm walking through this valley of the shadow of death. It means that it's just a part of me getting to my final destination, or to my goal, or to my purpose. I'm only walking through it. The cool thing about growth is when it really hits you, you're like, wow, I have to go through these things. I can't grow if I don't go through the hard stuff. So I wanted to make this video because I know some of you are out there and you're frustrated because you're working on things and you're working hard, you know, you're doing the grind and the hustle, and you see everyone else on Instagram or on Facebook or wherever, and it seems like everything's just coming to them so easily, and you're here working, barely sleeping, barely eating, you eat, sleep, breathe, whatever it is you're trying to achieve. And I'm just here to encourage you and let you know that it's a part of the process. It's a part of growing. It's not supposed to be easy. It's just like when you plant a seed in the ground. There's a lot that goes on underneath the ground, in the soil. You know, when you're watering it in the sun and giving it the right kind of environment, there's a lot of stuff going on down there before it actually gets to the place where it breaks through the ground. It doesn't just, it has to break through the dirt, the crap, the earth, the obstacle, all of that. It has to break through it before it gets to the surface. And even when it gets to the surface, it's not even fully at the place where it's ready to bloom yet. It still has now all these obstacles above the surface to deal with. So I just want to encourage you that whatever it is you're going through and you feel like, ugh, it's like same shit, different day, I understand. I feel you, been there, done that, still there sometimes, still doing that. But the cool thing is that each time you get through that obstacle or that hard period, it makes you stronger and better for the next thing that you're ultimately gonna have to go through. Because look at it like this. If you're at this level and you wanna get to this level, you have to go through some things to get up there. Well, each level you pass prepares you for the next level and the next level. If you go from here straight up to here, there's so many things in between here and here that you have to learn. And if you don't take the time to learn those things before you get to this place, when you get here, you might not be able to sustain where you're at. Your character, your values, your work ethic, your patience, your endurance, your whatever, your thick skin. If you don't prepare yourself before you get there, you might not be ready for this thing you've always wanted and always dreamed of. So if I could give you any piece of advice this week, I would say all those books and stuff you're reading, make sure you're applying the things you learn, and just take your time. It will come. You'll get there. Remember that you're just walking through this trying time in your life. You can decide if you want to stay there or not, but even God says you're walking through it. You're not supposed to live there. You're not supposed to stay there. So, yeah, I hope this helps. Like I said, if you found it encouraging, inspiring, or it was just a breath of fresh air, something you needed to hear, I ask you to pass it on to someone else, share it, and subscribe to the channel. I want to do a series of videos based on some of the things that people have been asking me. So in the next few weeks and months, I'm gonna be doing that. So if there's a question that you want to ask, go ahead and send me a message, whether it be on Facebook or on Instagram or Twitter. Ask me the questions. If there's a particular video you'd like to see, same thing. Just let me know in on social media or comment below this video and let me know, and I will do my very best. So have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your week, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.